Holy shit, look at all these creatures. But they're not moving. Huh. Almost peaceful. Was the father building a goddamn army in some kind of stasis? Not that I'm complaining. Think I'll keep quiet all the same. This place. It must have been drawing them all here. Answering some call to join Father's up.
Yo, listen up! Here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself. And everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen to.
Alright, so my Pyro's looking pretty good now. Now I will say, if you saw my old video on my Pyro build and you're using it, keep using it. All my builds, when you see them, I'm just taking what I've already had and I'm tweaking it more and more. But I would just simply say all of that is still a good base. So if you're relying on it and it's working for you, then keep doing it, and maybe you'll tweak it differently than I am. But because I'm not really showing finished builds, I mean, I probably won't for a long time, to be honest, because until we get to tier 4 or whatever, all of this is just tweaking constantly, especially with the apocalyptic gear drops. So as you see, I'm using one for his primary gun. I realized before I even got that role that I really wanted to I just wanted to use Omen, not just because it's cool, well yes, because it's cool, but also because it's even cooler. For a Pyro like Volcanic Rounds, you know, infinite build, I figured that just seems so right. It just fits it so much. So I gotta find a way to use Omen and justify using it. So of course part of it is just style and preference, too, for my tweaking. But then yeah, then I got a Mythos roll with Ultimate Storm Whip on it, so that's pretty good. It could be better, but it's still almost as good as it gets. So I slapped Violent Rupture on it, so it's just with that and Omen and Volcanic Rounds, it just feels so much like an actual Pyro, just melting things everywhere I'm shooting. I have the Ashen Bloom on my flame, on Feed the Flames, that also does a little mini eruption. If you see it, you can see it when you're close to them, so it's pretty cool too. So a lot of it's style, but also it's I think it's improved its damage some. I've basically removed, so the big changes are I removed all the damage multipliers I was using for the most part, and just added all that different stuff after I got a gun with a third mod, so you really just are waiting for that extra damage to justify making more changes. I will say, this dude is suffering right now, and you saw it when I was fighting the Shadow Beast and when I was fighting the boss. He just has no healing at all until I switched, so that's when I realized I need to have a weapon leech gun on his secondary, and Firestorm is perfect for it, because it heals you too based off your weapon leech, and it puts burn on it. And I'm trying to reduce cooldown on him to stick more skill leech. So since the making of this video, I actually added another skill leech, status power max health, on his armor, because now that he's leveling up, the cooldown, he doesn't need it as much. So I'm just trying to find ways to create more healing on him while keeping him just as tanky.